Good evening, everybody. It is Charlie here, and welcome back to another video on the Chatting Leeds YouTube channel. Hope everyone's had a great day so far. As always, it is finally time for the pre-match content, guys. The season is finally upon us as Leeds United take on Cardiff City on Sunday afternoon in the first game of the season for the Whites. Obviously, Sheffield Wednesday and Southampton is currently happening now, I believe, but obviously at the time of this video going up, the game will be on. I will be watching, of course. I'm just happy that the football is back, as I'm sure you lot are as well. Just before we get into this video, though, please smash that like button as always. It really does help get the video out there. Please subscribe to the channel if you are brand new as well, and share all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. I do read every one of them, and it'll be interesting to see what your guys' take on this video will be. So then it's time for your predicted 11. Obviously, Daniel Farke did his first league pre-match presser earlier on this afternoon, where obviously he shared the team news. He was speaking about transfers and yeah, obviously not good on the injury front. We've not got a fit striker going into Sunday, as Patrick Bamford is going to be out until the international break. Rutter is going to be out for this game and the Shrewsbury game in midweek. Hopefully be back for Birmingham. And then Mateo Joseph is out for about 4 weeks as well. So at the minute, the only sort of player who you'd say could be a number 9 is Joe Gellart, who I don't think will start this game, in all honesty. So it's interesting as to who Daniel Farke will pick in attack. I still think that we've got enough to beat Cardiff on Sunday, 100%. But obviously this now addresses a whole new issue within the transfer market that we've all been screaming out for a number 9. The club have come out and said that they're prioritising a centre-back next, which I understand. I think that is an area that we do need to strengthen in. But a number 9 now has to be the priority due to these injuries, like surely. And a creative midfielder as well, a number 10. Farke said in his presser today that we are actively working on targets, which is good to hear. I don't think he would just come out and say that for the sake of it, sorry. So that is good to hear. We definitely need to strengthen in most areas. We need another centre-back. We need a left-back. Probably need another right-back, in my opinion, but I don't think we'll get one. But so a centre-back, left-back, a creative midfielder, and a striker. The striker has to be a priority now. Even if a centre-back was the priority, a little while ago, the transfer strategy now needs to change given these injuries now. We definitely need to sign a striker 100%, because going into the first game of the season with no fit striker isn't ideal, to say the least. But as I said, I do still think that we've got enough to beat Cardiff. Obviously, I will be doing my match preview tomorrow evening for the game, so make sure that you tune into that. But as I said, guys, this is your predicted 11. Who do I think Daniel Farke will pick to start the game on Sunday? Obviously, as I always do, I always give what I would like as well. But firstly, we'll do what I think Daniel Farke will do. So obviously, he mentioned in goal that Illan Meslier will be the number 1 goalkeeper to start the season. Obviously, if a bid came in and he ended up leaving, then they would react in the market. But as long as he's here, he will be the starting number 1 keeper. So obviously, Illan Meslier will be in goal. The back four, what I think Farke will do is Luke Ayling at right back. I think it'll be Cooper and Strauch in the middle, and then Leo Hjelde at left back. Now, in midfield, holding midfield, I think will be Ethan Ampadu and Archie Gray. The 3 in behind the forward, I say striker because it ain't going to be a striker, is it? So the 3 in behind. See, this is where it gets tricky. If Somerville's fit, I think Somerville will be on one wing. I think Dan James will be on the other. The number 10 is a tricky one because he's played a few different players there. Obviously, Somerville's played there. Sinny's operated there. The number 10, I will go with Sinny. And then up top, I think will be Willie Nonto. But that could all obviously change in-game. It could be Nonto could drop to the 10 and Sinny could go up top. Somerville could come inside and Nonto could go out wide and James could switch wings. We all know things like that can happen. But let's be honest, it'll be one of those. I think those forward players will start. It'll just be a case of where they start, if that makes sense. Now, in terms of what I would do, there's only 2 players that I would add to that starting 11. Well, 2 changes, sorry, that I would make to that starting 11. I would have Cody Drame at right back, if fit. Obviously, I know he wasn't fit for the Hearts game. But if fit, Cody Drame would be my right back all day long. And Charlie Cresswell would come in for Pascal Struijk. So my back four would be Drame, Cresswell, Cooper, and Hjelde. Everyone else, I think I would keep the same, in all honesty. It'd just be those 2 changes. Obviously, Liam Cooper is the subject of a bit of a weird transfer story at the minute regarding Saudi Arabia. Apparently, the team that Joel Robles went to, who I think Robbie Fowler's involved with, have made a lucrative offer to Liam Cooper. Apparently, there hasn't been a bid made by them. And Cooper's not asked to leave. He's not accepted this proposal yet. But the interest from the Saudi club is real, and that was reported by Beren Cross. So, will Liam Cooper leave? Who knows? I wouldn't begrudge him a move at this point of his career. He is a player that I feel like should be naturally phased out of the team anyway. He's been a great servant to the club. But I do feel like his best days are behind him. I think he'll be decent for the Championship, but if he stays this season and we get up again, that would be the time for him to leave, in my opinion. A lot of people think he'll stay for this season because it'll be his 10 years next year at the club. Maybe that's what he's planning on doing. Maybe this could be his final season and then he'll go out, hopefully on a high after we get promoted again, if that happens. But, I wouldn't be too disheartened if Liam Cooper was to leave, whether it be now or next summer. Everyone who's watched me on this channel for a while knows my opinion on Liam Cooper. I don't think he's good enough. But if he stays for this season and then he leaves next season, then I wouldn't mind that. I think in the Championship, I think he'll be all right. I think he'll be good. But long term, obviously, he's just not the one for me. But yeah, as I say, guys, that is my predicted 11. And obviously, I informed you of what I would do to that team as well. Hit me up in the comment section down below, guys. Do you agree with that 11? What changes would you make, if any? And how are you feeling going into the game on Sunday? I'm very excited for it. I do think we'll win the game. Obviously, you'll see my preview on it tomorrow where I'll go more in detail. But I do, even though we've got injuries and there's a bit of panic, I do think we'll bring players in this month. It has to be a busy month for us now. It really does, especially with Farke's comments in the press conference today. Try and keep the faith, try and stay optimistic, and hopefully we have a good weekend this weekend. But I will be back on the channel tomorrow evening with my match preview, so make sure that you tune in for that. If you've enjoyed this video, hit that like button. Please subscribe to the channel if you're brand new. Hit that notification bell and get all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section, as always, and I'll see you tomorrow night. Cheers.